Hello everyone, my name is Jian from iFast Global Market. So today we are doing a special episode of Happy Hour on iFast TV. So today we have a Chinese New Year episode. Okay, so we have invited a very special guest, which is Master Mark Tan from
Hello.
Wei Feng Shui Group. Okay, so he's gonna shed some light on some of the Chinese New Year traditions that we have in Singapore. Okay, so there are two very prominent traditions we have in Singapore. So first of all, is Li Chun. Okay, secondly, is welcoming the God of Wealth. Okay, so can I invite Master Mark Tan to tell us a bit more on what is Li Chun?
So Li Chun technically is the first day of spring. So in Chinese calendaring system, there's actually two distinct calendar. One is the lunar calendar and one's the solar calendar. The lunar calendar is something that we are probably a bit more familiar with because lunar calendar is how we celebrate our festivities. So all the Chinese New Year, Dumpling Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, this is based on the lunar calendar. Lunar, as the name implies, is based on the moon, the wax and wane of the moon. So farmers and feng shui masters, we follow the solar system, the sun, which track more closely the Western calendar that we use today, the Gregorian calendar. So if it's based on the moon, Chinese New Year in 2023 is on the 22nd of January. But based on the sun, the first day of spring, which is in Chinese called 过春节, right? Spring is the most loved festival or most loved season in Chinese culture. So the first day of spring actually falls on the 4th of February. And every year it falls around the same date, around the 3rd, 4th or 5th of February, depending on the position of the sun for the year.
So why do people actually want to why do people want to deposit money on Li Chun? Like everybody rush to the ATM, we see a very long queue at all the ATMs in Singapore, to deposit money. So what is that all about?
Because Chinese people believe that a good start is half the battle won. If you have a good start to the year, then you would have a good year ahead. Some of the things that people do to signify a good start is to first have money in your bank, right? If you have no money in your bank, then you would have a year that you have less money. So that's why everybody rush to the ATM machine to put money in. Some of the other things people do on Li Chun is also to buy new clothes, wear new clothes, go out in the sun. They take off their shoes, they cai qing. Actually, this is based on the concept of 天地and人. What is 天地and人? 天 is heaven. Di is the ground that we step on, and Ren, of course, is ourselves. So we are connecting 天地 and Ren at the start of spring, which is, like I say, an auspicious day, right, to start the entire year. Yeah.
Okay, so do the amounts matter? Like if you put like $8 or like $88?
Depends on how much you want for the year.
So if you want more partners, then we need to put more. Is it? Does it matter?
Usually, we would tell people to put a comfortable amount. I mean, you don't want to put money so much into the savings account that later on, after that, you start taking out all the money to spend for the entire day. At least that amount should stay inside the account, right? Some indication of what is a good amount is whatever is comfortable for you to start saving. I mean, to us, saving is a very important virtue in Chinese culture, right? If you can put aside a certain percent of your income into your savings account, or in the olden days, people put into the tin box, that should be the amount you should be putting in for your Li Chun date.
So actually, nowadays, a lot of millennials, I think they don't even know how to use a ATM. So actually, can you do a digital transfer of money instead of a physical, go and queue at the ATM?
So I think that we have to move with the times, right? As long as you're accumulating money, saving money, or even nowadays, it's not just about saving money, it's about investing money, right? If you put money that you are hoping that will grow, or you set aside and don't spend, I think that's good habit. So on Li Chun itself, you can transfer from your checking account to your savings account or into your investments account. I think it all works the same. It's the idea of it, accumulating money for the first day of spring.
Okay, so the master said if you want, you can actually deposit money to your brokerage account also. So you know which one to do. Yeah.
But must go by the timing.
Must go by the timing. Okay, so good news, because I always go and queue, because I FOMO. I thought I need to go and queue, then you have more luck for the year ahead.
Last time I used to queue. Over the last 2 years, because it's pandemic, so we shouldn't step out of the house too often. I also start online transfer. It's been working out for me lah. So please go and try it.
So actually, when I research online, right, there's a lot of different charts, a lot of different timing, right? So I don't know, is it people calculate differently or how does it work?
So usually how we calculate dates is based on the zodiacs 三合六合 and 六冲. What is 三合六合六冲? Basically, every day there is an auspicious zodiac. Every year there's also a zodiac in charge. The one that is in charge of 2023 is Rabbit. Rabbit doesn't like rooster, unfortunately. So rooster 被冲到. So when you are the zodiac that is being 冲 on the day itself, usually your 三合 zodiac shouldn't use that date to do anything big lah.
There's also this tradition where people do this egg thing. They try to balance the egg thing on Li Chun, right? So how does it work? What is this?
So
about?
Li Dan is basically saying that the year this is the start of the new year, right? This is where we go a complete round around the sun. So that's considered 1 year. What you experience at that time is that the energy is really stable for the day. The energy is supposed to be cleansed and you welcome a new year, right? So the energy is so stable that you can actually make an egg stand. Of course, eggs are rounded by all the ages, right? So it's hard to stand, but on the day itself, it's supposed to be so stable that you can stand an egg. If you manage to stand an egg on the day itself, that means your year will be really good. But if your egg cannot stand, you better buy more eggs to try. Try until you can stand. Try different eggs.
Okay. So the second tradition that a lot of Singaporeans like, right, is actually welcoming the God of Wealth.
Yes.
Okay, so basically 接财神.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do we actually do the 接财神 thing, or how does it work?
Okay, so 接财神 is actually a bit of a lost art lah. So back in the early days, the family will make it such a big thing that they will prepare an altar table and wait for the 财神爷 to arrive at a certain timing. In 2023, the timing is 1:40 on the actual day of Chinese New Year at 1:40 a.m. So we have to stay up. Like how after our 团圆饭, usually the kids don't go to sleep. We need to 守夜. So the longer you stay up, the longer your parents will live. So generally, what you can do is you can stay up until 1:40 and 接财神. Or traditionally, how you 接财神 is that you set an altar table facing the direction where your 财神爷 will be coming in from. So this year is coming from the direct east. So if you take out your compass, you look for 90 degrees east, look at that direction to 接财神. What people used to do is that they will prepare 3 sweet items, which is 年糕, 发糕, and 敬盒. And then you have the 5 fruits. You need banana, snow pear, pineapple, some of this stuff lah. And also you need to prepare some vegetarian dishes and 5 Chinese wines and 5 Chinese tea. It's quite a long list of things to prepare. Usually if you go to the Joss Paper shop, you tell them, I want to receive 财神, they would have a whole package. Nowadays, very modern, they have an entire bundle deal. What you want to do is that at the a specific time, you want to face a specific direction where the 财神 is coming in from. In 2023, the 财神 is coming from the direct east. That means you want to be facing east. When you're facing east at 1:40, you want to take out a piece of what we call 财神帖, which is the paper that has 财神爷 inside. Receive it and bring it into the house. But what we have done is we did something simpler lah. So you can see there's a wallpaper, 财神爷 wallpaper here, right? So you can do like a fast version of it, which over the last few years I've been doing this myself also lah, because pandemic, cannot really go out, cannot really gather. Usually 财神, 接财神 is a big activity you do with friends and stuff like that. So I did with the wallpaper with my family lor. So face 90 degrees east at 1:40. Make sure you have this wallpaper. Receive the energy already, say thank you, then put it into your pocket.
So actually, Master Mark, I'm very curious about my own feng shui, right? So I'm born in the year of dog, so I'm a 94.
Wow, you're very lucky.
Very
2023. Lucky. So there are 3 zodiacs. that should definitely 接财神.
Okay.
People born in the year of the dog, people born in the year of the rat, and people born in the year of the rabbit. These three are the richest zodiac for 2023. So if you have any of this zodiac in your family, make sure you push them all the way to the front to hold the wallpaper
Okay, so
and touch them a bit after them.
I'm gonna prepare all the ingredients also, do the official way.
Exactly, do it the proper way.
Okay, so what is we got the good ones, right? The not so good ones. Do we
Not
have?
so good ones are rooster law. Rooster, people born in the year of the pig, and people born in the year of the tiger. These three maybe tiger actually not so bad lah. Pig and rooster not so good, but you know, I would still 接财神. Even more reason to 接财神, right?
Okay.
You must make sure you have more than one phone with you.
So do multiple screens, is it?
and put in more money during Li Chun.
Okay. Is there anything that they can do to help them like build their wealth for the year?
Of course, you can come and look for me. Generally, what we advocate people to do is to find out all the rest of the zodiacs they have in their chart. Say, for example, if you're born in January, you usually have the red zodiac in your month pillar. If you're born in January, that also means that you do have wealth luck, even though you're not born in the year of the rat. Rat being the richest zodiac for the entire year. So come and look for me. I will look at your chart and tell you where you can find more money. Then maybe you can do your Li Chun deposit based on the other zodiacs, not just based on your year zodiac. What you can do is that you can go to our website and download the table like this. So if you download, if you go to our Chinese New Year landing page, we have this guide called the Prosper Guide. This Prosper Guide has all the information. It has all the best timing for you to do spring cleaning, when to cease your rest, go for rest for Chinese New Year, when to commence your business again, when to do your Li Chun, 存钱 and all that stuff. All the information is on there. So just go to our website. You would get the most comprehensive information for Li Chun and all the other things attached to Chinese New Year.
Thank you, Master Mark Tan, for sharing with us all the insightful tips and tricks on
You're welcome.
how to build up your wealth in 2023. So together with that, right, you can actually look at some of the other things to build up your wealth. So especially doing like investments. Other than relying just on feng shui or anything, right, you can also do like your own investments. You can start to build up a passive portfolio for yourself. Okay, even forcing yourself to invest like 100 a month, 200 a month, right, is a good start, right, to actually build up these investment habits for yourself. Okay, so if you have any you're unsure of how to invest, or you want to get some advice, right, you can actually feel free to reach out to us also. Okay, so the best way, right, is actually to do both investments and also, right, rely on whatever Master Tan has shared with us today,
Yes.
Master Mark Tan has shared with us today. So you can use these both together, right, to build up a very hot year ahead in 2023. Before we go, right, we would like to wish everybody a prosperous year ahead and happy
Happy Chinese New Year.